What's going on, Twitter? What's going on, Twitter world? Sweet. Okay, it's actually working. All right. Today's video is a lot different. I'm not going to do the whole Monday motivation hype to get you psyched. Okay, what's going on, Facebook? All right, so I'm live here on my Periscope, Facebook, Twitter. Today I'm going to talk about basically some major mistakes that I have made in the past. Let's see here. Hopefully it stays connected. I don't know if it's like my psyche is messing it up, but hey, what's up, Jerry West? What's up, Tim Armstrong? So basically, I want to just get right into it. So, and this is really hard. Like, I never get nervous. Hey, what's up, Rebecca? How you doing, sweetheart? I'm over on Twitter, Periscope too, for you Facebook people. So, it's hard for me to admit this stuff because it's such bad behavior, it's such lowly behavior. But I feel I need to do it. Like, I really need to. I really need to admit it. I'm just gonna keep going because it's saying there's a poor wireless connection on Facebook. I don't know what the deal is. That my internet's up fine, but basically, I have been basically an abusive asshole. I've been an abusive asshole to my girlfriend for a couple of years. Not like literally every day and every month, but there's been a lot of times for the whole stretch where I have just done behavior that is abusive and an asshole of me that needs to stop and really needs to be better. I didn't always know that it was abusive or how wrong it was for the longest time, because that's kind of where I grew up from. I was kind of used to it, and a lot of it unconsciously came up. Like, all my fears and insecurities came up in my first real relationship, really, kind of. So I'm being really vulnerable and open, and it's not the whole motivation shit, but it's a mindset thing, and I don't want to let myself off the hook at all. Like, I was a complete dick for a long time. I was majorly abusive, like rages, like full on rages, like attacking rages over the phone in our relationship to Rebecca. Just losing the plot. I had porn addictions, fucking up with that a few times, and just, being like just a horrible person. I mean, it's not who I am completely, obviously. Like, no one is really completely one thing. I mean, I guess there are psychopaths out there and stuff, but what I'm saying is it's one part of me that is really bad. I don't know why it didn't go on Facebook, so whatever. I'm just gonna keep going on Periscope. And and Rebecca didn't tell me to do the video either. Like, I'm doing this video because I want to do it, and because I've been a dick, I've been abusive, my behavior's been damaging to her. She's had anorexia, she had the effects of my abuse as a recovering narcissist. That's what I am, is I'm a recovering narcissist. So that's where this stuff has come from, has been detrimental to her, and I just want to come out from the shadow and admit it completely. Like, I deserve any backlash or negativity, getting shit, because I deserve it. I was a dickhead, and I was abusive, and I don't want to be that way ever again. I don't want to be that way anymore. Like, even the past weekend, I was abusive. I was not supportive, not a good boyfriend, not sensitive, and I've had issues like that for a long time. And I thank God for Rebecca really every day. I know how blessed I am to have her, to have met her. Like, she's a complete angel, and I don't want anybody like giving her shit either or judging her. Like, you don't know both of our both of our full stories completely with the context as well. It's kind of complex, but it doesn't matter about the complexities. Like, there's no excuses for my behavior. That's just what I want to say. Like, I used to I'd lose the plot. I can't even describe as much how much I lost the plot when I rages on the phone, dealing with like stress, and just how I handled our relationship and how I talked to her. It was just horrible, like horrifying. And that's why it's so hard to admit this, being so vulnerable, is because I know that I was a horrible person a lot of the time. Not completely, but there's a part of me that was really bad. It was just really, really bad. And I'm still getting better at that to this day. Now, I don't have rages anymore. Like, I've overcome that. I don't blow up and just scream and go like crazy, like a monster, like the Hulk. I literally used to be that way. I don't do that. Really, for like the last 6 months, I've really kind of stopped that completely somehow. And because I've been working at recovering from narcissism, which is a really bad disorder that makes you overly concerned with how people view you, and your sense of reality is skewed, and it's a really bad thing that isn't really known about a lot. And I see it myself on Twitter, and even worse levels of it, like narcopathy and psychopaths. I see that stuff everywhere, and I really I want to get better myself. That's the main reason I'm doing the video. I want to get better myself, admitting it, to put it on camera publicly. It's going to be a big step for helping me recover, because it's easy to, like I hear, your memories aren't always accurate. So it's so easy just to forget what happens, 2 days ago, a day ago, a week ago, especially a year or two ago, and to sweep it under the rug and write it up to circumstances and stress, which, that does play a big part. I can tell you that too, is limiting stress and things will help you recover, but you can't make any excuses, no matter what. At the end of the day, no matter what you're going through, stress-wise, circumstances-wise, you can't make excuses for that behavior, the behavior that I've done and had. And I'm sure a lot of people that see this or replay, or people that might grab it on Facebook that I don't always talk to and stuff, that know Rebecca or know us, like, they can probably tell, like, yeah, I was a dick. I was abusive verbally, emotionally and stuff, and unfortunately I did that. I've been through some troubles myself with that kind of stuff in my life, and it all kind of just came to the surface, and that's not the person that I want to be at all. So I'm trying to get better every single day. So that's why I made the videos, so I can get better, admit it publicly, and just like, I go through narcissistic cycles sometimes. Like the past weekend, like I was bored. Like I get so bored sometimes, and I get like, and I'm not saying this for like pity. Like I'm not justifying anything. Like I'm completely putting myself on the line. I deserve any backlash, any like, oh fuck you, Corey, I'm gonna block you. I'm never gonna do whatever. If that's what you want to do, or I'm never gonna do business with you again, whatever. Like that's your thing. I'm doing this for me to get better, and it feels right to do it, and it's just the way forward. And it's hard for me to say this because, like the truth is hard. Like I always used to say that because I've been through stuff like this in the past, a long time ago, and admitting the truth is hard. And the truth is, I'm a recovering narcissist, and I love you too, unconditionally, Rebecca. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been working on it, and I don't want to hide in the shadows. I want me and Rebecca's relationship to be really, it is really loving. There's so many unbelievable aspects that, honestly, most people could probably only ever dream of. And then we've also had this dynamic where I've messed it up, and there's been chaos and stuff, and it's coming from this narcissistic place, and I need to get better. Like, so that's what I want to talk about in the video. Like, not holding myself short, not cutting it short at all. Like, I've been abusive. I've looked at porn. I've had rages, and none of it's cool. It's not masculinity. It's not power at all. It's lack of power, lack of self-control, lack of self-discipline. It's lack of freedom, being addicted, being in cycles, living for the highs, trying to get away with things, you know, Machiavellianism, all that kind of stuff. Like, trying, I doing whatever you want. Like, that's narcissism. I see people on Twitter all the time that, and people admit it, and they don't care, and some people promote it and stuff, and it's horrible. So I think it's really important to get this out so I can get better, so I can help more people, and I can get better, and so Rebecca, can improve, herself from how I've negatively impacted her, and she's had post-traumatic stress disorder as a result from narcissistic abuse. So yeah, it's hard for me to admit this because it's saying basically like, wow, you're a really horrible person. Like, I'm not just hiding this with myself, making up stories of like, no, it's really her problem or someone else's problem or my parents' problem. No, it's my problem. It's my responsibility to deal with it. And I've done that. I've taken action. I've gone through this book by, I think his name's Russell Brand. I think that's his name. The comedian guy who has a book on addiction, recovery, and going through things in the 12 steps. And I'm always trying to read books on getting better. So that's what I wanted to say. And like, Rebecca didn't say, look, you have to do this video at all. This is my decision completely. Like, I need to do this for myself. And I hope that if you can resonate with this and know that you've also been this way, or you might suffer from personality disorder or narcissism, you're not a horrible person. Some of your actions have been horrible, but yeah, exactly. Like, your behaviors don't define you completely if you're willing to improve, if you can get better, basically. It's just a part of you, and this part of me, I need to get way better at. So I'm admitting it, I think, is a step, and then I'm repairing it. I'm doing work on myself. I'm not letting myself off the hook at all. It's no one else's problems. Nothing externally is the cause to it except myself. It's all stuff I need to deal with internally. And like I was saying earlier, I go on these cycles sometimes, like once a month, and I just get bored. I just feel horrible, and then I can be really an asshole and really lacking empathy and normal human emotions and stuff, and almost like chaotic. So I'm really trying to get better, and I am, and I've improved dramatically. Like, from 2 years ago, literally 2 full years, I was way worse. I was unbelievably worse. Now I'm fully honest. I'm improving every day. I'm way more respectful and stuff. So, so there's hope. There's hope for you too. Like, if that's something you're dealing with. But I don't want this to drag on too much longer. I just and admit this, and Rebecca's been an angel to me. Like, I'm so lucky that she's been able to really help me with this. Like, she's significantly helped me improve, and without her help, I don't know where I'd be. So, I just want to say sorry to Rebecca, on this video, and admit to myself, like, this is something I gotta improve on, as a recovering narcissist, and it's not gonna define me forever, for the rest of my life. I'm gonna get better, and that's the way it needs to be. And I can put myself out there and be vulnerable. Like I say, I don't mind what people think, but I was really nervous to do this video because it's really hard to admit part of you is actually really bad, and you got this issue, personality disorder issue, that kind of messes up some things in your life, relationships, and really hurts. It's really hurt Rebecca. I've really put her through hell and back, because of my narcissism. So I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep getting better, and that's really what I wanted to say today. Fortunately, the video got cut off, and it was got cut off on Facebook. So I don't know what the deal is, but I'll see you guys next time. Take care.